What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So, some of you guys seem to enjoy that last video that I did. It was the PvP one against Guildie. So if you guys like seeing more PvP stuff, let me know. I can always ask my guildies. Most of my guildies are pretty geared. So, we'll see what we can do around then. So, just have to ask them when they're not busy. But anyway, what we're doing today is... we weren't even online that much. Just gonna do some rift bosses, maybe end the night with some enhancing, not too much enhancing. And we'll see how we do. Let me see, what bosses or rift bosses do we have today? I think we have Ronin. That was the one from like 2 days ago. And then Muskan? Yeah. Alright, so go do those real quick. Over time, I've just been collecting those remnants from the node. So, Grana. Yeah, 41 of those massive pure magic thingies that we should probably use at some point. Gonna go to Velia, deposit some stuff real quick. Alright. Go repair. Let me see. We got these. Nice. Collect our daily reward. We need more hards and sharps to enhance. We got a memory fragment. Alrighty. Oh yeah, let's go collect our daily scrolls before we forget about it. So I take bag scrolls because they're generally worth more than the other ones. And like I used to take Gaiath because it was right there, but Gaiath helms are not the greatest anymore. I mean, Gaiath isn't bad, it's just most people either go Heave or Griffon. But like if you already have a pen Gaiath or something, just keep it. Even a Tet Gaiath, just keep it. Alright, what are we doing first? Muskan. $290 AP. I really just want one more Tet Tungred. Then I'll be at 292. Then hopefully one day the Bartali thingy. Oh, not Bartali, the Thieves Adventure thingy comes out, and then we get our 1 AP from that one. So then I'll be at 293. I was thinking I would just go 293 from Capricing my Dandy to level 5, but then I was like, that's about 4 bill, which is doable. It's just 4 bill in Caprice for 1 AP is not the greatest. But it is technically cheaper than going for like a Tet Tungred ring or belt or something like that. We're going back into the bandits den to do Muskans. God. You know what? Just attack my horse, dude. It's fine. How are more. There's so many of them. Alright, Muskan, just attack my horse. You know how those abilities that he just hit me through were super armors? Yeah, me too. I also assume everyone at this point has gotten their 2 AP or 2 or 3 AP from the Bartali thing. So, congrats on your new AP bracket. I'm at the point where I just want, like, I'm getting close to where I should just start building DP. Wow, must be nice to be able to hit faster than like literally any class in the game. Could have been worse, to be honest. Why are Orkin Rads so expensive? You know what's gonna be the worst feeling right now? Going all the way down to Kamasilvia just to get Cronstones. I have a weird feeling that, oh god, lag. Pegasus, by the way. We're gonna go all the way down here, and we're gonna get Cronstones. I'm seeing a lot of people hit pens these days. I just hit a pen often. It's pretty good. I still think, specifically for DKs, like Zarka at pen is better than often at pen. But I mean, there are some people that just like to see stupidly high AP numbers. I mean, myself included. But when it comes to PvP, pretty sure Zarka is better. So before, I actually used to use an often. It was at Tet level though, and so a lot of people ask me often versus Zarka, and until you can hit 269 AP with Zarka, I would use often. After that, the accuracy is valuable. Or in the case one hits pen before the other, you use the one that hits pen first. So. Like, if I had to choose, I would choose Zarka at pen, but realistically, whichever one you get first. And that's my advice for pretty much all classes as well. I got 31 pots. telling me to go this way? I remember those days of grinding mirror mocks. Actually, it's still pretty good. All the way up. Like, I think mirror mocks is the best place for XP overall. Not really so much for money, but if you want to level up fast, that's the place to be. 1 second. I think the boss is here. Whoop. Apparently you still need the knowledge of those things. Not anymore, I don't. Voice activated game. I have to check if that was super armor. Nope. Okay, never mind. I was about to get upset. So I read last time in the patch notes that the developers realized after like, I don't know, 4 months that Archer might be a little bit more overpowered than every other class in the game. But they're supposedly nerfing it, and by nerf I mean buffing them. So it's like, I don't actually understand who's in charge of the balance team of this game at Pearl Abyss, because I'm convinced you don't actually play the game. Because they think DKs are balanced, and they think Archer is apparently not balanced to the point where they need buffs, and it makes me upset. Alright, anyway. If we came down here for Cronstones... Alright, Sarah up next. That is... At least you could turn it into money. Sweet. Alright, so while we're down here... Is there anything I should do? No, we're good on potions, good on food. I would do the Monchum dailies, but man, I just can't be bothered doing those anymore. I used to do them quite regularly when I was actively going for a tier 9 horse, and I know you can sell the mats for money, but it's about like, I would say at the current price, maybe like 8 mil for 10 minutes of work, which is not bad. I'm just lazy. And at the current rate, while the Termian Park is up, you probably make about like 15 mil. Just off of the golden fish an hour or something. Let me see. Do I actually have any tri-stacks? I do not have any. What I wanted to do though was, I have a lot of those flawless stones, and I need to make another boss piece and get that to try, or not try, just pry in general, because one thing I've noticed is when you're enhancing like one piece a year, and let's say you don't have a tri-stack or something, you can't really do much about it. So I kind of want to have another boss gear piece at pry or something. So I didn't know what I wanted to go for next, either a Griffon or Urgons. I think both of them are, you know, I mean, you want them all eventually. Oh god, why does it lag so much? Jesus. I think I need a new computer at some point. The processor is getting old. But yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is get my Griffon helmet to pry, because one of them in my storage is, oh, where'd it go? I think it might be on my Mystic. Well, anyway, it's at +5, but it has the XP crystals in them, so I could use that for leveling alts and something in the future. But it's kind of weird, like I really would like to have just focus on one piece, but I need to make stacks at some point. One thing I was thinking of doing though was just trying to get all my armors to Tet and then just roulette them all and see what happens. But I just, you know, like it doesn't matter ultimately which one hit pen first, because I want to get them all eventually. Also, I would not recommend rouletting on main gear. It doesn't matter if you're a new player or not. It's easy enough to get boss gear these days. So back when I used to play 3 years ago enhancing things, I still remember when I had all like pry gear. I was pretty excited for that, and I went to do like a try roulette, which, you know, nowadays we all just kind of laugh at it, but back in the day everyone had like one set of gear and we would all just roulette on main gear or something, and that was a mistake too. So nowadays you can get boss gear fairly easily, so don't roulette main gear unless you have enough materials to get it back to where you started. That's my only advice. Or just cronstone it. That's honestly probably the most efficient way these days. just failed a pen Uragon. Well, I actually do have another boss piece. It's a pen, or it's a Prycudum, but it doesn't have any durability. So I really just want pen bags. That's the first piece of gear I think I'll get. How often do we get these? We should get a new one in 3 minutes. All right. I don't know when the Thieves Encyclopedia is coming out, but if you get an Ogre Ring, I'd probably hold on to it. Because once they announce the Encyclopedia, Ogres are going to be off the market for the first week. So if you want that 1 AP, I would hold on to it. I see so many people hitting Tet Distortion earrings recently. So let's go cover our horse real quick. Alrighty. Well, we have a Pry Bags Gloves right now, and one of two things are gonna happen. We either make a tri-stack, or it goes up, and then we start enhancing another piece of gear. Oh yeah, we also finished up the 15 adventure log. So we got a new Black Spirit. Okay, well, I was kinda hoping to make a stack. I never thought I'd say that, but that's okay. I think on our Mystic is where we have our backup boss gear. What? Uh-oh. Where is my other... Oh, it's right there. What the? I didn't see it. Alright, so... Well, we do have a lot of extra crystals. It's kind of something I want to make anyway. We're kind of limited on our blackstones, but let's see how far we can get. And... see what we can get up to. And from 12 to 15, I'm just gonna force it. So we're out of blackstones after this. We're gonna get this too, at least plus 15. Really? Alright, so in case you guys, for some reason, have never seen me enhance before, I do things probably a little bit weirdly, and you probably shouldn't copy it. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of how I do it. So we don't force unless it's plus 12 to 15 with the not cronstones, with the magical ones. But the way we build our stacks is how much would it cost to force it, which is 2 durability or 2 clicks or 3 blackstones, So what we want is to save as many memory fragments as possible. I don't care so much about the black stones. We can overstack with reblath, but what we want is to preserve the durability as much as possible. So to force it, we would lose 10 durability, right? So that means 2 clicks. And what I'm going to do is try to overstack a little bit and see like how much we could more or less guarantee. Dude, that was over 50%, just saying. So basically that 1 click, so right now with the current prices, 1 memory fragment is about 2 mil, so forcing it would have been 20 mil. So let's see how much it would cost now. Another 10 durability or 4 black stones. That's actually not that bad, to be honest. But forcing it would be about 20 mil, whereas not doing would basically just trying to preserve durability. Yikes. So that 10 stack cost us about 2 mil, whereas forcing it would have been 20. Therefore, you saved money. Alright, let me see. 6 gloves, 8 helmets. One and 4. So let me see, what are we at? It would cost us 30 durability, which to force it is the equivalent of like 60 million silver. And that's a big yikes. We don't want to spend 60 million silver. You know, now that I think of it, 60 million silver is 300 blackstones. And if it takes you 300 blackstones to somehow get that, that is big yikes. Dude, really? Oh my. That 20% seems kinda sketchy. Don't think I would use a 21 stack on a +9. That's going a little far. Ugh. I don't know how some people do it though. They just click like plus oh no, 0 to 15 in 100 durability, and like things like this. I made it plus 11 on 80 durability. 2 gloves, 8, 6, 286. $21 for try is kind of low, and I probably wouldn't recommend it, but I might click. This just does not seem like a smart idea, by the way, because I sometimes I click Pride Duo on. You know what? No, I'm gonna be smart. I've hit try before on 20, but it's not realistic. If I balked it, I'm gonna just use this 21 for another day. Actually, that 21 will probably be good for like plus 11 or something. Want to know how to make stacks, just click boss gear. I wonder how many blackstones have just been lit on fire total in this game. Probably, oh my god, dude, really? This is also a reason why I just kind of buy gear these days, because it's stupid stuff like this. 7, 5, 6. Game, I just want to enhance boss gear. I don't want to make stacks. I actually don't remember back in the day what it took me to, well, like back when percentages weren't a thing. I don't remember what it took me to get like plus 10. Wow. Hey, a 6% chance on one stack. That's not even that bad. I actually think back before a percentage were even shown, I would start at 15 This is like hitting tit, basically. I would start at 15 and then keep clicking to 25 over and over again. And now that we see this chance, it's like, wow, that's not great. I probably should have just stuck to 16. Let me check something. So these things, stones required for plus 13 is 5, so we have to get it to plus 12. Ugh. What stack do we even start at? Oh, you know what? Let's use the 21 stack that we made. Alright, let me repair these. So I need 8, 7, 8. Okay, well, it's going to take us a bit more than the durability that we need to get it, but all we have to do is get this to plus 12, and then we're forcing everything with the flawless stones. And for the record, if you have the flawless stones but don't have like weapons already made, use them on weapons more than the armor, because it's more beneficial. And sharps are expensive, but when you're in like my case, choose them on whatever. I mean, so one of two things are about to happen within the next 30 seconds. It either goes to plus 12 or we make a tri-stack. Oh, we did it. Alright, so we need 26. By the way, you can get these from like doing bosses and stuff. So let me repair this real quick. $25. We had leftover artisans. Oh, this Karanda in 2 minutes. Alright, so let me just plus this to 15 real quick. This is significantly cheaper, 30 durability versus clicking and YOLOing it. Alright, so that's plus 15. We'll get it to pry at some point. Took us a little bit more durability than I wanted, but you know, whatever. Anyway, Karanda's coming up. I'm gonna go do that, so I'll see you guys a little bit later.